over in the UK, we've had an incident where Royal Air Force personnel beat up a Paddington statue for some reason. I don't even know.
What has Paddington ever done to you? Look at that statue. That's a cute photo op. It's just eating some marmalade, minding its own friggin' business. But someone's got a problem with Paddington, I'm sure.
Yeah. 2 men who had been drinking, here, we'll watch the video while I tell you the story, kicked and yanked on a statue of Paddington.
Was that a kick? That was the worst kick I've seen in a very long time.
A judge chastised the duo for being the antithesis of everything Paddington stands for. So the judge wasn't particularly upset that these guys were vandalizing this statue that's just sitting there. Instead, he's upset that he wasn't living up to Paddington, right?
Yeah, the spirit of Paddington.
Yeah,
I understand that. That makes some sense to me. I understand what the judge is saying, because Paddington is a sign of caring and hope and just a mild-mannered character, and these 2 dopes are trying to rip him off his bench.
Daniel Heath and William Lawrence, both 22 and in the Royal Air Force, they're engineers.
Can you go back to the beginning while you're telling it? Because that kick is the worst thing ever.
Did I miss it? Was it before that?
Yeah, right. When they first walk up. Continue. So these 2 Royal Air Force idiots,
he says,
you see molesting Paddington.
Paddington is a beloved a cultural icon with adults and children alike, said the judge, Judge Sam Guzzi. I like this car drives by. It's like, I don't want to get involved. I don't know what's going on here.
I'm not quite sure, but these guys have a thing going on. I'm just going to roll right by.
This isn't. Yeah, that's none of my business.
Not my problem. Not my problem.
He's trying to. There we go. Oh, he's down.
It can't get back up hardly.
Yeah.
Well, now what we're going to do.
So now they finally figured out how to pry it apart, and they walk. But they can only get half of Paddington, and so they walk off and they just leave the other half of Paddington nailed to the. Yeah, that's
poor
so
Paddington.
People woke up in the morning, and that's what they saw when they found that. And I guess this is one of 22 Paddingtons that have been installed as an art project around London. Prosecutor said the men were drunk during the escapade, captured by surveillance camera just before 2 a.m. They spirited away half of the statue in a taxi before returning to the base, where the Paddington was later found in one of the guy's cars.
How do you, if you're the taxi driver, do you not question half a Paddington coming into your... I mean, I guess a fare is a fare at 2 a.m, and you've probably seen worse, but don't you go, what's with the Paddington, guys?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe he was a Crime Stopper tipster.
Could be.
The pair admitted criminal damage and said they would each pay about $3,500 for repairs to the statue. The Royal Air Force said they would consider the court findings, but any discipline would not be disclosed because it's a private matter. Come on.
What?
We all need to know what happens here.
You know what needs to happen here? They need to be pasted in orange marmalade and thrown into a bear enclosure and see how much of them makes it through.
The judge even noted that the label on Paddington's coat says, "Please look after this bear," and they did not do that. So it wasn't really a matter of vandalism. It was a matter of not living up to the standards that Paddington. He represents kindness, tolerance, and promotes integration and acceptance in our society. Your actions were the antithesis of everything Paddington stands for.
Amen. And here comes this person going, not my problem.
None of my business. I'm just going to move on down the road then.
Heave. Go. Have at. Heave. Ho.
Come on. Almost got it. Almost got it.
Son of a... the other guy. The other guy has no want to be involved. The guy who originally threw the worst kick in the world just watches his friend biff it, and he's like, "Do we really need this?" The other guy's, "No, we need it